Good morning. I'm in the garden again, just doing a quick check on everything and weeding anything that's big enough to pull out. Yeah, not watering today because a lot of my stuff looked like it was yellowing, and I wanted to see maybe it was yellowing because I was watering it too much, and if that's not the case, then we'll figure it out, hopefully. I've been loving gardening lately because I've got something to come out to do every single day. Gets me outside, some vitamin D, some fresh air. I hear the birds singing. It's so pretty. Everything is turning green here and I'm loving it. Trees just started sprouting their leaves maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe less. And now they're like so full already. They're not completely, but it's so pretty. I just love it. Everything turning green though, there's also weeds. These are a huge pain. I don't know what they are. They're some sort of crabgrass. But they're so little and low to the ground that it's hard to weed them out. Now, I could be totally wrong about this, but I think that's echinacea. Because it's one thing that's different from the rest of them. And it is sort of in like every so many inches, like how I planted them. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure. Cool spider web. It may have spilled some herb seeds in here too, because these are like in a couple spots in this bed. Like there's some right here, there's some right there, but it's only in like 3 different spots, so I don't think it's the echinacea. This is pumpkin number 1. Stem looks pretty good. Trying to bud some flowers here, if you can see them. They're super tiny. I'm gonna pinch those off in a minute because I don't think this is quite big enough to start trying to set fruit. Pumpkin number 2, pumpkin number 3. Sad pumpkin number 4. I accidentally dropped this thing on it the other day and I ended up killing a bunch of it, but I pinched it off and it actually looks like it's gonna recover. Pumpkin number 5. This is zucchini number 1. So these, I noticed yesterday, were starting to yellow a little bit, so I was thinking maybe I was watering them too much. So I'm not gonna water them today. Zucchini number 2. Sounds a lot bigger. Zucchini number 3. Experimenting here, I noticed that the stem is kind of like cracking a little bit. And the zucchini stems look kind of like the tomatoes where they've got all these fibers on them. So I wonder if they are also similar in the way where they will sprout roots from the whole stem. So I'm going to cover it a little bit more with dirt and see if that helps strengthen it. If not, I've got so many zucchini plants, if I lose one, it's not a big deal. Alright, so these zucchini mounds have been an interesting experiment for me. Things learned so far. The dogs do not respect the garden. So that has resulted in a couple of these being trampled over. And I already built them back up, but I just have to get them to stay away. This one sprouted and looks like it's doing really well. So this would be zucchini number 4. Zucchini number 5. This is on the far end by the fence. This is our little attempt to keep the dogs away, but so far has not worked that much. So my plan with this one, this mound, and then the one on the end is I'm gonna soak some more seeds today and then mix up some mulch in the top layer of the mounds and then plant my seeds. Had a little garden mishap, no big deal. We have a ton of cilantro growing in this bed, as you can see. So 2 of them just got plucked a little bit by the little munchkin. Oh well. So I've got, here, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I think this is another one. 15. Cilantros. I also have some sage in here. It's starting to be big enough to tell what it is. I thought it was basil, but it is sage. You can tell because it's bumpy. I don't know, that's not the right word for it, but you can see on the leaves. And I don't know what this is. It might be sage too, but I thought I planted a third thing in here. And I don't remember what it is. So we'll see. This box has my mustard greens in it, and this is so exciting to grow because it germinated in like 4 days. That's what it looks like. I think I've got 8 in here. I'm not sure how big they get, but I think I planted them a little bit closer together than the packet said to. Here, I made a mess. I saw the thickest I have ever seen army trail of ants. No, don't do that. Going from here to over there. Like, it looked like the ground was moving. So I mixed up borax, sugar, and water. It was like 1 part borax, 1 part sugar, and then I mixed it up to be pasty. Oh, they're still there. There's some ants still trying to hold on, but they are not as bad. I think this mixture might be working. I might have to put it in again. But borax and sugar works, I'm telling you. My kale bed. Gonna have to go through and weed this soon because the weeds are starting to poke through the mulch. But there's the first kale sprout. Second kale sprout. This one's a bit bigger. It looks a lot like the mustard greens. I think they're in the same family. And I just keep going down every like 18 inches. My current setup with my seeds. I'm saving some of these. I have more in the garage, but these are what I started my seeds in. A lot of it didn't work, but I think it was mostly because I didn't have a grow light. Lesson learned, getting a grow light for next year. I'd like to get a different setup, maybe like a basket or like a recipe type container for this stuff. Keep it a little bit better organized and I could save my seeds better. All right, so I saved my basil. I tried to start this from seed inside. I don't really think that I need to because the herbs grow pretty quickly from, I mean, I don't know a lot, but I think they grow pretty quickly. And I have this other basil, sweet basil. So I want to grow these in between my tomato plants. And then I want to scatter some cilantro. I have some more of these cilantro seeds in between other stuff because I heard one way for pest control is to just plant different things around each other so that the pests that particularly go for one type of plant can't find it because it can't smell it. Kind of interesting. I cannot tell you how excited I am about growing pumpkins and pie pumpkins because I love pumpkin pie and I like pumpkin bread and pumpkin rolls and pumpkin pancakes, and it's gonna be delicious. I'm planting a lot of these actually. I might have a couple more seeds in here, but I don't know if I should. I might just plant them somewhere, and if I have a crap ton of pumpkins, I could give some away, or I could can it. So we'll see. And I have no idea how fruitful the plants that I have are gonna be. I think I have 5 pumpkins. I tried to plant these morning glories. I don't know if that's backwards for you to see because I have the front camera of my phone. Anyway, morning glories. I tried to plant these by seed, but they died once I put them in the ground. I think I may have put them in too soon, or maybe you don't even have to start them inside. But I just heard from the Roots and Refuge vlogger that I think she said morning glories. Don't remember. I think she said morning glories take over, so maybe they're not a good idea. So maybe it was a good thing that these didn't sprout. This is a dollar store seed packet. I ripped the top off, but I'm pretty sure this is cayenne peppers. and I have 2 of these. Now, I don't really like spicy stuff, but I like making salsa, and I like it the mild salsa, so you need something to make it a little bit spicy. Anyways, I only have 2 of these, and I also have 2 jalapeno plants that are looking pretty good. So this is from the dollar store, and I'm excited to see if this works, because you can get 4 packs of seeds for $1, and I think that's a pretty awesome deal. These are my Roma tomatoes. These were another thing from the dollar store. This was part of my Christmas gift from my brother-in-law. He made me a bunch of signs for my garden to label things, and then a handful of seed packets. So this is going to be exciting. This, I think, is a determinant, though. So, oh wait, no. It said this indeterminate variety produced. Okay, never mind. This is an indeterminate variety. So that means as long as I keep feeding it and taking care of it, and the weather is good for it, it will, don't mind the noise, it's my little one. It'll keep producing fruit. So maybe I think I have 4 plants of this kind, and I have 9 total tomatoes. And I can't remember how many of the Roma and how many of this beefsteak that I have. This is another one of my Christmas gift. This is my jalapeno pepper seeds that I used this year. And, what was I trying to say? Anyway, it says heirloom, which means I think I can save the seeds from this for next year, if I so desire. I'm really excited because today I actually have things to do in the garden, and I feel like there's just been a lot of watching and weeding lately. Anyways, thanks for watching. Happy gardening, everybody.